Gonna look at my nice menu. Uh, Guys, yeah, yeah. They said like 5 minutes, so I'm gonna have to do some testing, which I would usually do before I start the thing, but you know.
No.
There we go. It's already live, so
Okay. I was unaware.
uh, yeah. I actually never. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to because I don't want. I hate being late. And last time when I was going to stream, I overslept, so I couldn't stream.
Fair enough.
So yeah, well, I'm going through messages. Let me show my screen scuffed.
Obviously a bit more late than how it was, but most of the salad that was left was just croutons anyway, and I didn't feel like spending 3 minutes eating croutons.
Oh yeah, one thing I did do. One thing, if you haven't noticed that I did do, I don't, is that I finally got the icon from the Ultimate Awakening from
Oh, I
21.
see. Feels so weird not seeing a portrait frame there, but
I don't think I have any.
yeah, no, I'm just used to using a portrait frame.
Yeah, I don't have any.
I also yeah, because that one in the top left you cannot get anymore, but that's the one that I have.
Mm.
And the story for how you could keep it was super dumb. So when Kamu's patch first released, this was the Grand Blue patch, which was like January 2022. They ended up releasing a new mode, which was Autokoya SS Maze. The problem is, as you ranked up, you'd unlock new frames, but you had to stay at the lowest rank in order to keep the frame when that mode went away. So anybody who's at the higher ranks was screwed over and didn't get to keep the frame, unless they had specifically demoted in time.
That sounds stupid.
Oh, it is horrible.
One thing,
It's also the oldest frame that you can have in the game currently.
another thing. Finally got Wada because of the free 250. I haven't done it. I've leveled up and upgraded the skills. Haven't done memories or anything like that. Uh, yeah, I was actually scared of not getting him, but the patches the patches when they were trying to sync up with CN. Oh, that was a godsend for me.
It's a pretty good one.
Jeez. Hopefully we get further through this because we have so much to do on this. Um, this is gonna be the left off when Lee going for the hyperreal frame. Just swap to it. Uh, that's correct. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm trying to follow. I'm trying to remember. I've. Yeah, okay. Let's kind of. Yeah. Okay. Let's just go. Signals over here. Abonian has never witnessed such horror since its birth. Blood screams and crays and eerie cries and laughs. Red alarms. I don't know what it is. Every time we start this, I can't get the Ming Bong link out of my head. Every time I see Lee now, it's every time I see Leo Murray, it's Ming Bong link. Red alarms burn relentless from every banner inside. The once carefully arranged furnishing and workbenches now lie scattered and upturned on the ground, displaying a side of turmoil. Leave violent English for the love of violently shields the workers he has rescued, typically maneuvering through the frenzied attacks aimed in their direction. At a nearby street corner, a worker desperately stumbles out, pursued by a human who continues to shoot at him without respite. More people are still over here. Move faster if you can't spare the energy to talk. In a deaf demeanor, that does not look like a real word. Lee knocks out the humans who are pursuing them in madness and hands them in to the constructs behind him. A deep frown shows up on Lee's face as he recalls the message received from Asimov once again. Electromagnetic radiation, disarray, magma beacons, flashing hetero tower. Pressing his lips tightly together, Lee quickly counts the number of human survivors behind him and starts to look for nearby shelters through his terminal. That's no use. No use. The red light just now was emanating electromagnetic radiation. Ordinary protection would have no effect on it. Rather than staying outside directly exposed to it. The nearest shelter is over there. Here. Keep it up. Keep up, keep it up, keep up, keep it up, keep up. Nervously, the worker zips up his jacket, bearing visible scratches from their hurrying escape, quietly falls behind. Some survivors have already gathered in the shelter, seeking refuge. They sit together in silence, occasionally whispering to one another. They briefly exchange words with the construct in charge of security here. The air in the hall is almost suffocating, and everyone's expression reveals their unease and trepidation. Valiant is under attack by unidentified electromagnetic radiation emanated from Earth. Attention, all passengers of the Babylonian, please seek immediate refuge in the nearest emergency shelter upon hearing this broadcast. What the heck? Okay. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Please seek immediate refuge in the nearest emergency shelter upon hearing this broadcast. The evacuation message echoes relentlessly through the broadcast. Even the mechanical audio carries a faint hint of hoarseness, as if strained by the gravity of this horror. It's pointless. Ezra emerges from a corner, piercing through the tense atmosphere. He's from a researcher who escaped from the Science Council. He huddles in a corner, his body caught up in fear as he softly mumbles. Based on the Earth's rotational velocity and the orbital velocity of Babylonian, even though we can control Babylonian's flying speed, but the next wave of that thing strike in 4 hours, no, 3 hours, no. We may only have 30 minutes left. His eyes dart uncomfortably around the room as he murmurs in a trembling voice. By then, no one can guarantee that everyone in the shelter won't lose their mind. Is it? Words prompt a quiet discussion to ensure in the shelter's hall, as people exchange hushed thoughts and reactions ever. The voice gradually fades away, accompanying one more to prevailing silence. Having ensured the safety of the people he brought to the shelter, Lee turns around and dashes towards the Science Council. The Science Council, Babylonian. As Lee arrives at the Science Council, a scene chaos unfolds before him. Shattered pieces of glass, various devices lay to the ground. The bomb blare, their shrill tones emerging with a cacophony of human voices. As Lee moves to the turmoil, he spots crazed researchers everywhere who's unleashing their frenzy and wreaking havoc. That is not the frenzy. That does not look. I don't know why that doesn't really work for me. I don't know. And wreaking havoc on their surroundings.
Hetero creatures. How did hetero creatures enter Babylonia?
Pull yourself together. You won't take it or not.
Pull yourself together. They're not hetero creatures. There's still one here. Requesting support. The hetero creatures have breached our defense and invaded the Science Council. Not a hetero creature. Put down that stick.
In an attempt to prevent his colleagues from succumbing to insanity, the reacher is suddenly knocked down by a strike from behind, his eyes wide in bewilderment as he sprawls on the ground. This construct is almost contaminated. Be careful. The shock and difficulty in defending against these researchers who were once trusted colleagues and allies is palpable. While the majority of the researchers in the Science Council remain unaffected, the actions of a few lunatics are enough to plunge the entire place into a state of frenzy. Some researchers have already fallen victim to the electromagnetic radiation, their minds absorbed in hallucination, while others gather together, struggling to resist the attack from their own colleagues. After helping several survivors on his way, Lee finally steps into Asimov's lab. The door stands wide open, revealing a haunting sight. Ominous bloodstains mar the entrance, spreading in a trail that leads further inside the lab. Asimov, you better be alright. Inside the laboratory, the screens are still illuminating, but glassware and precision instruments now lie shattered and fragmented all over the ground. There's no sign of Asimov, who would typically be found working digitally amidst the instruments. The lab seems completely empty. Without warning, someone suddenly shoots at Lee from behind. He swiftly dodges aside upon hearing the distinct sound of a bullet piercing through the air.
Another creature. Another one shows up. From the same group. Requesting support. Requesting support.
A strange researcher in a science council uniform is holding a gun with a frenzied and anguished smile on his face. He used to call for support through his dead tonal. His gaze fixated upon Lee's every movement. Where is Asimov?
Another creature. It's talking again. I can't understand its language. I'm sure it's using some sort of structured language, just like the hetero creature I encountered before.
He steadily taps his terminal as if recording something.
Capture operation number 2. Starting to record. This discovery, this year's award is guaranteed to be mine. Capture it. We must capture it.
The researcher lunges deadly, akin to a predator closing in on its prey. He seems like he is no longer looking at a hetero creature, but the pinnacle of a scientific achievement that accidentally mispressed there. That good thing this exists. That could define the rest of his life. Okay. After subduing the researcher with a swift action, Lee finds Asimov unconscious lying behind an experiment desk. From where he stands, Lee's view of Asimov's feeling to his upper body, likely attack or researcher. He lies motionless in a pool of blood, his face looking pale as paper. Various abrasions can be seen from Asimov's cheeks and arms, but the pinpoint gunshot wound near his shoulder blade seems the gravest. The wound has been hastily patched up, yet the severity of it still poses threatening the Asimov's life. He shot so quickly. Bandage is out. There should still be disinfectant gel left. The girl stumbles into the lab with a pile of medicine in her arms. Rosa. The girl appears to remain unaffected by the moment. She does not stray upon seeing Lee, nor does she exhibit any signs of having attempted to harm Asimov. Lee! She raises her head, her eyes filled with fear and panic. That man shot Mr. Asimov. I couldn't stop him. I found some medicine back there. You've done well. Lacking expertise in offering solace, Lee does his utmost to find comforting words amidst the distressing situation. After providing some basic treatment, he managed to staunch the bleeding from Asimov's wound. However, there are no immediate signs of him regaining consciousness in the near future. Unfortunately, switching to reframe without Asimov's authorization, no, that won't work. He needs not only authorization, but also the activation parameter and a set of adjustment data. All the data is classified as top secret. Asimov wants to ensure that Lee that he could never store the data on paper. They're already on there. When the electronic device, relying solely on his memory for safekeeping. Well, the thing is, if the memory if your brain, or you suffer some brain damage, or something happens to your brain, or you just memory loss or anything like that, it's not that great, but at the same time, it's top secret. No one would have foreseen that Asimov's discreet habit would become a hindrance one day. Rosa, do you know the new frame's activation parameter and adjustment data? I only took part in the adjustment test. I don't know. Mr. Asimov said that information was highly confidential. I can only find the backup files of the previous adaptation experiment. Lee and Rosa diligently scour through the everyday storage device paper file within their reach, only to find some backups containing God's please. He estimated biorecords from past frame adaptation experiments. He gazes at those storage units, marks with numbers, recalling the coordinates and information obtained from heteromer shards. In a moment of inspiration, an idea flashes across his mind. The message conveyed through the heteromer shards. The theory holds true that there is a decipherable language existing in the punishing virus, which means if I'm directly infected by the heteromer shards, I can acquire information from them. If his guess proves right, he'll be able to successfully activate the new frame, but if he turns out false, it's too risky. Commando would definitely say so. However, there is no option left for him. As the turmoil continues outside, Lee gazes upon its falls on Asimov's feeble presence on the bed. The fragile human body, weakened by the significant blood loss, renders Asimov unable to say, wait. With a timid demeanor, Rosa tries to help him search for further information, but her efforts prove in vain. The relentless ticking of the clock echoes through the room, each passing moment magnifying the urgency of the situation. Time is running out. Solution is not found before the radiation of that tower engulfs Babylonian once again. After meticulously organizing After meticulously organizing the storage devices and paper documents that cluttered the desk spot, Lee switches off the glowing screen. Whereas to stay here and take care of Asimov. Don't let anyone else come in. Okay. And he takes Asimov for range, Joyce looking calm and determined. Hope you didn't secure that thing using a password only you know. That made me forcibly wake up a heavy wounded man. After ensuring the door is securely locked against frenzied researchers, Lee can make his way toward another lab within the Science Council. As Lee arrives, he finds the head sword stored within the level of convenience rather than the digital message taken from SL frame. Utilizing it as well key, Lee successfully lifts the last security measure. The hammer shards are unveiled, taken by a sealed glass shield emanating an ethereal glow. As Lee gazes upon the glowing shards, a frown crosses his brow. The solemn silence of the room is punctured only by the persistent bumping of a monitoring device. Despite having envisioned this very moment of activating the frame countless times, he has to admit that such an extreme approach to acquire the activation parameter and adjustment data is quite risky indeed. However, outside this tightly secured room, Babylonian and Earth are engulfed in unimaginable turmoil. The electromagnetic radiation contaminates all the mind begins path, distorting everything perceived by human senses. Given the capabilities of humans, there are inherent limits to the extent of damage they can inflict. However, when an individual in position of tremendous authority descends into chaos and madness, the ensuing calamity can surpass even the dreadful spread of punishing virus. And that message better be true. Lee lifts the shield in a resolute manner. He sees the head of Marshall and forcefully stabs it into his own chest before punishing virus consumes the entire room. That reminds me heavily of Devil May Cry. The stabbing. Get power.
Oh yeah, for unlocking Devil Trigger.
Yeah. Oh, that was an effect I was not expecting. Oh. Ugh. As the hammer swords make contact with the artificial skin, a sharp pain erupts along with the wild vibration of the mechanical structure in charge of pumping out the vital fluid. Lee has never experienced such clarity as he senses his heart beating. The intensity of the project within his chest transported him back to a long time before he became a construct and gave his human heart to Mirai. The excruciating pain surges. I like what they do in the music here. Surges like an immense tsunami that aims to devour, instantly sheltering his mind. It sounds like a heartbeat. Unless it's a fact. Yeah. A touch of agony breaks the seal on a long forgotten memories. Time traverses back along the flow of the volume, energy gushing into the spot where memory shards has pierced. Twisted light, darkness, and Was not expecting that. Music is cooking. Particularly
I
close form.
love the theme for this chapter.
One of my favorite things with music, and hopefully we get more. I always want music English. I love when games do this. Is when they have this song, but you're listening to like the first minute of it, then suddenly there's like start this sense of like I don't know like operatic or like lyrics start to come in or something like that. It always catches me surprise, and I always get excited about it. Oh, that shows a light darkness and peculiar clouds formed as successive anonymous images violently brushing Lee's every slender nerve. A burning sensation, as delicate as pinpricks, permeates every inch of his frame, an eerie force devours and drags him down into abyss, blurring his senses. The chilling embrace of nothingness engulfs Lee's mind, while sporadic and irregular murmurs. But belled and piercing pain flood into his audio module. Stay awake. I can't. Expressive colors and bizarre images continue to gush out of his mind, converging and forming broken rivers. Oh, that's from previous chapters. Clark abruptly seizes a tick, then his instantly reverses their course, and leaves blurred vision fragmented images emerge, flickering like a silent light amongst these frames. He sees himself lock on in a new frame, mirroring his bounce fought alongside Raven and Spiral Tower increasingly stretching it towards the heaven, as if treacherous tower defies all attempts to reach its peak. With unwavering determination, Lee fights to maintain consciousness while searching and capturing every strain of incoherent data, every piece of fragmented information. Found it. Preventing decryption. Activation parameter confirmed. Different data confirmed. Amidst the turbulent current of information, Lee's keen perception guides him unearthly toward the data piece of information he seeks. Darkness gnaws relentlessly as his silent expanses as his consciousness was secretly corrupted and fragmented. The thorns sprout within the abyss, emerging along his wrists, winding their way in reverse to his mechanical heart. These dilated pupils bear witness to profound pain he has endured. With each heavy breath he draws, the chilling air fills his body. The blue vital fluid seeps through his fingers, carrying with it a faint metallic scent that permeates the air. And it's the first time he has been close to the verge of death, hearing his desperate cries. His body trembles involuntarily, suggesting his nerves are still entangled within the depths of void which he narrowly escaped. Oh, the intensive flux calculations within a brief span of time causes a slight load in Fleet's frame. It blatantly stares at the pale ceiling. A ravenous sense of everything he has seen floods his mind. Does those memories really exist? The images continue to flash within him, fitting the operation of switching to the new frame and battles fought in the distant past, yet somehow a subtle sense of divergence lingers within him, as if these memories differ slightly from the experience he has undergone. Which of them are his real memories? He closes his eyes, seeking to readjust his vision module. When he opens them once more, the fragmented illusions that haunted his vision has already dissipated. Regardless of the radicality of these memories, he has already attained the most crucial information he urgently sought. Even without being able to articulate the specifics, Lee has successfully deciphered the key information relevant to the new frame for when he captured. The activation parameter, the adjustment data, even something extra. New information is conveyed through the vague message, overlapping with his initial plan. Activate the new frame known as Hyperreal and enter the tower, the gift of the future. Lee moves his wrist, relieving the tension, and his slightly, finding a momentary sense of ease. The problem is no longer a problem once the solution is found. Next, he only needs to, without losing determination, at least sprints toward the classified laboratory of the Science Council. Oh boy. Ho ho ho!
That's a fun node.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he took the Heterommer shard, stabbed himself with it, got a whole bunch of visions, and was able to find as he said, the activation parameters for the frame, how to activate it itself, and then he got something else.
Something else. Well, okay. Yeah, you're looking. Let's go. Every time for hyperreal. Hopefully, yay.
That part where Lee had stabbed himself with the shard, that was animated in the trailer for this chapter.
Oh, nice. Grease's fighters.
As well as this upcoming node was also animated.
Oh, really? Oh. Oh, oof, oof. Castle Science Council. The once bustling area, always filled with blinking instruments and fast walking research, now lies in ruin. The remnants of broken vessels, shattered equipment litter the floor, bearing witness to violence that has befallen this place. Fortunately, the flame compartment remains unscathed, protected by bulletproof glass from those frenzied researchers, offering a glimmer of hope amidst the chaos. Lee swiftly locates the pod encircled by a radiant red band and promptly enters, settling inside with deftness. He goes to cable inserts it into the pore of his neck. He will unravel any thorny dilemma just as the countless times he has done before. Granting frame switch authorization. Please enter the activation parameter. Authorization starting consciousness transfer. Please refrain from interrupting the connection during the consciousness transfer. Consciousness transfer complete. Ow. Ow. Alongside... I should have wore glasses. Hold on. I mean, eyes. That actually hurt my eyes for a moment. Alongside the suffocating discomfort that threatens to engulf his body, peculiar lights flash before his eyes, luminance intertwines with darkness and frantic dance. Despair and pain seep out of the depth of his mind, and twisted tower swiftly rise and collapse. Time seems to be a mere concept measured by the hands of clock, transferring into images that endless replay in front of him. Holy, this is trippy a bit. Oh, it's that cube. Starts insidiously begins to venture into an unknown guide by an overloading force. He ascends along a web of woven with the fabric transfixed, however. In his own hand mercilessly anchors him down each time he nears the summit. At the pinnacle of the web stands a tower gate reaching towards the heaven with the imposing credits, once again lit by the radiant light that seeps from behind it. He embarks on yet another desperate climb. Here, time takes a different essence, or fleeting moment is crushed into a lifetime. He's endured endless loops of existence, witnessing countless sunrise and sunsets. He found himself trapped in the stretch of the world, akin to a helpless insect and started within a prison of amber. He sees the annihilation of everything he wants to. Shadow memories flicker before him like a fast-forward movie. He has to recognize them, yet his vision blurs. Ugh. Warning. Activation of unauthorized frame detected. Warning. Activation of unauthorized frame detected. The spy is forced to switch to the new specialized frame. He's aiming to change full mastery over it. It is undeniably a formidable weapon, but the combat abilities remain tightly restricted until he successfully adapts to its intricacies. Okay. Nevertheless, there is no time to squander. Access control override. Warning, activation of unauthorized frame detected. Warning, activation of unauthorized frame detected. Mechanical voice retains its usual coolness as Lee musters all his strength to rise. Every ounce of energy dedicated to appeasing the storm raging within his mind. He is nothing more than a pile of scraps without the combat abilities activated. As a small, only one person can help him. He turns on the screen and sends a communication request to the name listed at the very top of his contacts. Murray? Oh. Earth, 6:30 p.m. Enshrouded by a crimson mist. No. Oh my gosh. It was nearly there to say red mist. The ruins emanate a putrid stench. Intertwined blood red veins grow from the bottom and extend with an unyielding momentum if striving to breach the heavens. The Somme Tower resembles an immense eye that emerges from the heaven, from the earth, leaving nothing to evade its watchful scrutiny. The resounding echo of rushing footsteps shattered the oppressive silence as countless bright red dots line up the darkness clouds. The punching virus concentration in the air ahead is still increasing. The number of infernal creatures also keeps rising. From a close angle, the tension emitted by the spiral tower becomes even more suffocating. Every aspect of it can ever see evoke fear within one's heart. Whether the towering height or it's just the increasing virus concentration displayed on the screen. Its tension and ease intensifies each step taken forward. A strange power rising out of the blue, unknown electrical radiation, severed communication, cresting image, representing hidden creatures, as your mind grapples with the potential challenges arising from the situation. Lucia, who has gone head of scout, returns to deliver her report. Punching virus concentration head has existed the safety threshold with the protective suit. Commandant, it's no longer safe to press on. Lee, have you picked up any call signal? The device is functioning nowhere, but I'm unable to establish a connection to Babylonian's comms. The channel for some reason. Interrupted call with Asimov might be caused by. She stops talking, reluctant to continue. The severed connection of Babylonian communication channels suggests a situation that may be already be spiraling ground patrol here. If it's not Babylonian, it could be science cancel or Asimov. Either way, it seems something terrible is lying in wait. Are there any signs from other node? I haven't picked up anything in English. With a grim expression, Lee solely Liv solely shakes her head. Maybe they have lost their means of communication, or they're simply too preoccupied with the hetero creatures to send out a signal. After all, facing enemies in such overwhelming numbers. As you approach the coordinates of the tower, a relentless onslaught of hetero creatures surges forth. Their numbers appearing inexhaustible. No matter how many times Lucy and Liv take down, more consistently show up if spawned from an unending wellspring. The challenge posed by overwhelming numbers of predator creatures proved to be a strain even for the skilled Graver and let alone other squads. Well, that's all here, and concentrate on limiting the nearby hetero creatures for now. We'll find a way. These words are spoken not only for Lucy and Liv, but also for yourself. The fate of mankind sparked a number of remarkable achievements, far from countless impossibilities. It's proved that the unknown harbors not only dangers but also hope. Suddenly, a jarring noise erupts from the communication device Liv has been adjusting, starting the momentary silence. Was that a new message? No, just some static noise. And this point can only be easily spotted on Liv's face. Right after forward, a faint notification sound emanates from your bag. Commandant! Lee! After a flush of skirt, you discover a peculiar communication device tucked away in the depths of your bag. The small machine displays a blinking green dot light, indicating an ongoing call. Hold on. Okay, Lee unexpectedly handed you this device one day, and you perceived it has the last level that could never be necessary. Fortunately, you'll always remember to bring it with you. And Commander, I need your help. This then is the new frame. It's the unstable connection. Lee appears before your eyes through the inner frame that is only in front of your eyes. This is the first time he has met others in this specialized frame. Yet no one expects to be under such circumstances. As the hoarse roars of hetero creatures echoes from the distance as the crimson mist lingers around the ruins. On the other end of the call, Lee is wearing a frown on his face, looking grim. Yes, things are not going well here. Abolian and dire spot, the elemental radiation has caused mental disorders in a large number of humans. Even Asimov was attacked and heavily injured. According to the Science Council prediction, the next wave of radiation is expected to strike soon. So, through unconventional means, I have managed to obtain certain information and switch to this new frame I have scheduled. However, as Asimov is currently in the coma, I need your authorization to obtain full access to it. Despite Lee's attempt to persist as a matter, his space His rough face continues to consider the inherent peril of this so-called unconventional means. Are you thinking about Arica's full access to his frame, including its offensive functions? He hesitates, lowering his gaze, but eventually continues to explain after a brief pause. The crucial initial step required to resolve everything is entering that tower, but no one can get close to it. I can. I've sent you a report regarding the adaptation experiments on this new frame. I'm sure you can tell from the data that of all the frames in Babylonian, only this special frame one exhibits complete immunity to the punishing virus. Which means only this special frame is able to enter that tower. That's too risky. You're seeing worse. Trust me, come on. This is our one and only option. Also, if you're slightly restless, pause for a moment before attacking again. You're aware that the only message that Asma served from this head charge? You mean this is the gift of the future? Asma and I found more information from the shards. Everyone falls into silence, only the hoarse static noise from the communication echoing in the air. Lee consciously adapts a relaxed tone, attempting to ease the tension. Even as regarding the message, this frame remains the best option we have now due to its complete immunity against the punishing virus. I remember a Grey Raven, best squad of Babylonian, more experienced in battle than many others. With my abilities and experience, I can assure Lee. It's rare to see Lee being verbose after you interrupt him abruptly. Pursue his life travels through the communication from Babylonian to your ears. I understand what you're going to say, Commandant. On the other end of the call, a fleeting smile graces Lee's face. As quickly as a butterfly flutters its broken wings amidst a rain shower. It is the sole solution I concluded from deduction, taking both a frame's compatibility and the selection of the executor into consideration. You are too aware of that, aren't you? Lee is right. The answer has been presented together with the question from the very beginning. Lee switches to the new frame, heads to the tower, and sells the situation. Nevertheless, the lingering doubt within you and the haunting fear of the past continue to hinder you from experiencing the answer. And everybody's saying, whatever. I know what you're thinking. With a sad noise buzzing in the background, his familiar, steady voice resonates through the voice. The unknown isn't always unsolvable. Sometimes true hope can be found in the unknown. I know you will always choose to stand by my side, and that's why I'm bound to succeed. Now it's my time to make a choice. You gaze remains firm. You find no trace of regret or doubt in his eyes, only determination and courage that are always there. I'll do as you request, but with one condition. You must ensure our communication and remote connection stays intact. I need to keep track of your state all the time. I cannot agree with that. It's too dangerous. My mind in this frame is highly unstable. If emergency occurs, I won't be able to guarantee. No matter what dangers lie ahead, we face it together. These hesitations mistakenly reveals the uncertainty regarding the frame, which is precisely why you can't allow to venture into danger alone. Here's Sky, the white figure flash before your skies, invoking pain within your heart. Lee notices your unusual immediately turns her gaze towards you with concern. Fortunately, the current situation seems not as bad as that time. I'm not going to let that happen again. You look firmly into Lee's eyes, displaying no intention of making compromises. Fine. Accept a condition. Bearing the desire to answer, you proceed to turn on your terminal. However, to your dismay, the command system fails to respond. According to the emergency protocol during wartime, commanders are granted primary decision-making authority. Activate backup interface and select the access level. Grant full access. I detect the screen. The process feels longer than ever. You know the Lee is fully prepared, but the sense of unease still lingers in your heart. Strange elemental radiation beyond no tower, and the discovered distorted my biggest all have emerged into capture intertwined in your mind. Come back to us safe. I will. Amidst the buzzing static noises, he casts one final gaze towards you from Valor before abruptly cutting off the connection. The ruins reside into an eerie silence, only cattle creatures roaring hoarsely from a distance. Battle time? Ah. Commandant authorization confirmed. Verification says full access granted. With authorization confirmed, Lee remained hitting in front of the screen, his eyes reflecting lines of code that flashed by in a rapid succession. Functions enabled. Data test passed. Access to weapon granted. Within the frame operating at full speed, the period of pain caused by mind overload begins to subside. Demonstrating green clarity in the sight as the Omega weapon system is activated. Suddenly the space around him loses all traces of color. His time begins fixated on a singular moment. Some figures appear beside him, only to crumble to the ground as if struck by an unseen force. That peculiar vision has only lasted for a brief moment. Once Lee recalibrates his visual, it never occurs again. The suspense machine is beeping. The full power simulated test for the Mega has been completed, with all readings showing more normal results. However, there is no time for Lee to dwell on the peculiar sight. He quickly runs a test on other modules, and after confirming their functionality, rushes out of the laboratory. The guy here faster than I expected. The science cancel gate can defend itself against those fragile scientists, but not conscious or built for combat. Oh! A group of constructs in battle has already assembled at the laboratory door, showing distinctly abnormal behavior. Among them, Lee discovers the members of the sanctuary fought alongside them at the end of the seashore, as well as a squad of constructs affiliated to the central court.
The pressure's here. Took away the new frame from the Science Council without authorization. Planning to join the Ascendants with our latest frame? Cannot on the leave here. You damned defector.
The enemy of mankind! Alright, Construct holds up his gun and rushes towards Lee desperately. However, Lee swiftly dodges the attack and knocks the gun out of his clenched hand with his weapon in a breeze. Lord stands his chance against Lee in the specialized frame with his combat functions fully activated. Soon, all the constructs obstructing his path are almost will relieve swift strikes faster to the ground. No sign of punching virus infection. Could it be that the mind beacons of commandants are corrupted to affect constructs through their mind? This doesn't sound good, but I have more pressing matter to deal with. I'm sorry. That was good, TG. After a brief glance back at the sealed gate of the science cancel, Lee opens a map to the lower hangar and strides forth. He needs the transport craft, one that could take him to the surface, the root of this madness. Oh boy. Oh boy, I've never been more excited to play more Hyperreal. One thing I'm also excited for is, oh, I'm so excited for between. Hopefully I don't lag, cause oh yeah. I have no idea how I'm doing that. I don't know why I'm getting hit. Help guards defeat Mechanoids. Okay, why can't I'm not. I don't know why I'm struggling. Actually, I should be saving those, not wasting it.
And as a reminder, you can hold basic attack to core passive.
Yeah, that's true.
Thanks. These things are so annoying. We have more mechanoids to get rid of over there. If we lock down the hangar...
All done. Nobody can get in that route now. Did you lock down the route to the hangar? What's going on there?
Did you not receive the notice? HQ has ordered us to lock down all places like the armory and hangar. Given the situation, they're concerned that someone may take weapons or aircraft with force. Wait, what are you going to the hangar for?
I need to go to the surface. There's an urgent mission.
At this point of time? Gosh, Grey Raven sure works hard.
Huh?
At this point of time? Grey Raven. Hey, anything wrong? You alright?
Watch out! Watch out! Oh wait, oh. I'm supposed to dodge it. Damn it, how can this thing...
Stay on your guard. I'm coming.
Okay. I hate these orbs. These balls. I hate balls. Oh. Right. I don't know why I've gotten so rusty. Right. There we go.
See? Grey Raven? I'm praying mantis. Name's Crow. What are you doing here? The constructs that are still normal are already on standby. You're not out of your mind, are you?
No, I'm on an urgent mission.
HQ just ordered all normal constructs be on standby for combat. There shouldn't be any urgent mission.
I'm as normal as can be, but I don't have time to explain my mission in more detail.
Alright, I trust you. Wire constructs won't have such good logic. Babylonia is a mess now. There are 2 routes to the hangar. Both have been locked down. Only possible way is to jump down from Dominic Memorial Park. According to the map, you can enter the hangar from there. You shouldn't be able to find some transport crafts with sufficient energy left.
Thanks.
You're welcome. My mission is to clear up an area nearby, so I'll go with you.
Yeah, I've gotten rusty. I hate that this.
This place is too...
The emergency mode can be activated by simply pushing a button. One infected person is more than enough to let these things out.
Wonder how much they need to spend on rebuilding after this mess.
Time's running out. Let's keep moving. Alright. Watch out! The gravity is.
Out of control. You okay?
The gravity system was shut down. What happened in the control center?
Lucky I had a gravity field generator installed for moon missions. At least the mechanoids won't be able to reach us. Wait. Look up!
For the art, looks like those
Just keep the gravity field activated. Won't be able to deal with them.
Leave it to me. We must get rid of them as soon as possible. Oh. Okay, what? Do I have to parry them or... What am I supposed to do?
Hyperreal has ranged attacks. Use your ranged attacks and take them out.
Oh, okay. Oh, this? I don't know. I'm just gonna do that anyway, see? Okay. I don't... Wait, which one's my range, though?
All boss attacks have range.
Oh, okay.
Basically just keep attacking until they're gone.
Okay.
Commandant, the gravity system in front of Dominic Memorial Park was shut down. A lot of constructs are caught up in zero gravity. We require assistance.
Commandant?
Commandant? I can't hear you.
Having trouble contacting Commandant?
I have no idea. Maybe he hung up or something else happened. I can only hear noises. This is weird. Is there any interference?
I like how I'm walking out of the gravity field there.
Constructs here are also contaminated by the mine beacon. Hello!
Are you right?
Think of hibernation, I guess. Mission takes priority. Let's keep moving.
Yay. I love this so much. I love the hangar's just down below. Time's running out. I've got to go. Thanks for your help, Growy. Whatever. Hopefully you don't attack me. Growy?
You're also contaminated. Others. Watch out.
Oh. Not gonna. Okay. Yay. Okay. Sorry, I killed you. Amidst the roar of the bell-shaped nozzle, the transport craft performs a perfect glide and leaps right into the starry sky. For constructs, this level of acceleration has merely no impact. As Lee pulls the lever, the mark number of control screen rises rapidly. Launch number. The view of the Crimson Spiral Tower grows increasingly distant on the screen, surrounded by rampantly scorching vines. The Ladora Tower thrusts into the clouds like a thorn, growing out of the earth, striving to breach the heavens. By its mere apparent presence, it poses an unprecedented threat. A prickling pain emanates from the demon's mind, as if something shatters there. Strangely, the sense is that this is not the first time he's been here, overlooking her from her on this angle. The answer should be lying right there. Feeling the stable connection in his deep mind, Lee quickly gathers his thought and sets the landing spot. Then he lunges at the tower with no hesitation. Ooh, ooh.
This next node.
Oh,
This next node.
Oh boy. Am I going to be in a really big surprise? Or is that an understatement? Okay. That's the best answer you could have given. As the crimson light of the Sparrow Tower pierces through the sky, the malfunctioning artificial sky, the Eden glows red, presenting a sight of a crumbling mirage. The paradise that once embodied peace and order has now been reduced to an uncontrollable hell. As the woman dashes through the panicking crowd, searches for someone familiar amidst the floor. It was shortly after parting ways with Lee that Murray noticed something peculiar about this mission. Shivers and sags were. Shouldn't that not have like a S there?
It can have an apostrophe S after an S for a possessive. So
Okay.
both ways are grammatically correct.
Okay. Shivers and sags were typically assigned by no clue in person, but this time they're merely received by a vague order about an assault through the command center. Attempting to reach out to this chief commander, only to discover the communication channel is being occupied. Murray finds nothing in his sights but sheer chaos. The warning message repeated several times over the broadcast, ultimately replacing pressed by meaningless static noises. Through this unsettling view, anyone can tell that Babylon's enduring unprecedented crisis. He cannot recall how many times he has sent communication progress through this terminal, but silence has only been the only response received. Pressing the earth's unease in his heart, he raises his head, and his gaze is captured by two females standing not far from him, who are openly intertwined to their feet. Who are openly intertwined to their feet. In the chaos, one of the women exudes an incredible sense of peace and grace, as it is as if she possesses an absolute mastery of her surroundings, and nothing will spy out of control in her presence.
Troll court. Why are they here?
Oh!
There's no available vacancy in Star of Life now. Leave her to me.
You're going to treat her? There? Here? Ishma nods silently, wearing a close smile on her face. Okay. I'm gonna say there's a character that, if you don't know why, okay, I don't think I've said this before, but I like the mysteriousness, this kind of stuff that's kind of going on with Ishmael. She's like a very mysterious character that you want answers from. There is a character in Trails that is very similar to her, and I love characters like this, so oh my gosh, anytime I see this character, I'm like, oh god, they're gonna cook something big. The control court member named Alesti passes the wounded person in her arms to Ishmael. However, she seems not entirely convinced as her gaze remains fixed on Ishmael.
Is there anything you're worried about?
Well, I never knew she had earrings.
Not you. I mean the gentleman standing behind us.
I can't take this seriously.
Your keen perception's truly impressive. surprised that you've managed to notice things behind you in such chaos.
Murray, intending to quickly end the conversation with some pleasant words, finds himself unable to do so as he looks into her eyes. There's something about the construct's gaze that penetrates his facade, compelling him to treat her with more sincerity.
I just sense your anxiety. Is there anything you're worried about?
She repeats her question.
I appreciate your concern. I can't reach my older brother, and I've been looking for him here. Have you happened to see him around?
Murray pulls out Lee's profile from his terminal and shows it to them, but as Leslie looks down, a frown appears on her face. Lee from Grey Raven. These are older brother. Miss Ishmael. He's the one who attacked the landing pad just now, right?
He attacked the landing pad? Please, tell me what happened.
Well, we received an alert about a fight erupting near the landing pad, resulting in several constructs being injured after the assault. He commandeered a transport craft and departed for Earth. Departed. Can I have she? I want her playable. Is she playable? I want her playable.
She's not playable yet. There's a chance.
Technically, it's not the control corps' job to handle the situation. Hey, but that's the least we need to worry about right now. Unless she fiddles with her hair, Ishmael senses an impending wave of complaints and realizes it's time to intervene in the conversation.
Would you mind if I explain the situation for him?
Sure. Leslie answers in a playful manner, naturally set aside, her gaze still fixed on her senior.
When we first received the order, we thought it was another false call resulting from an error in the command system. However, we found this video record from an attacked construct after arriving at the scene.
Ishmael projects a video through her terminal, revealing unmistakably that the man engaged in the fight against the contract soldiers are none other than Lee.
Lee. Could it be?
Could it be that Lee was infected by his commandant? However, Murray quickly dismisses this theory as he recognizes the familiar look in Lee's eyes. It's the gaze he has seen countless times, the same expression Lee's stories when he's about to change torches about. This could only mean.
He's at it again. The most dangerous thing without telling anybody.
A conflicting surge of powerlessness and rage engulfs Murray's heart, soon followed by panic and sorrow. No matter how many times he moves, he orchestrates behind the scenes, no matter the extent of his efforts. And regardless of the meticulous steps he planned ahead, he still cannot prevent his brother from trudging into danger alone. The sun compulsion abruptly wells up inside Murray, urging him to leave behind and make his way to Earth, either to thwart his brother with his own hands or to enter that treacherous tower together with him. He can only bear the sight of his brother living for one more second.
Thank you for letting me know. I have to go now.
He turns towards the landing pad.
Sometimes.
Knowing she just watch Murray. She could just watch Murray leave. Ishmael suddenly changes her mind and starts to talk, as if an inexplicable force is compelling her to do so.
People choose to keep their hardships and sorrows to themselves, rather than share them with their loved ones. Would you choose to do the same? Those tied by blood are inseparable, like seeds and soil, relying on each other for sustenance and growth. But from the moment the seed sprouts, it ceaselessly strives to ascend toward the sky. He may have already grown into a towering tree, far away from the soil below. However, does it mean he'll break the promise he once made to the soil? Sorry, am I wasting your time?
Her gentle voice carries an apologetic tone, yet her eyes, adorned with a subtle smile, seem to see right into the depths of Murray's heart.
Regardless of what lies ahead, I sincerely wish that you make a choice devoid of regret for yourself and for your loved one. You're not wasting my time. I appreciate your reminder. Grey Raven Commandant, can you reach my brother? Reach Lee now.
An unexpected call suddenly comes through your terminal. The moment you answer it, Murray's figure materializes in the blurry images amidst the signal interface. The Marino always displays a composed and gentle content was okay, but this time he is not even trying to hide the anxiety in his eyes. He just requested my authorization to switch his frame.
Was it your order? Or his choice?
Somehow you detect no accusation or blame in Murray's words. You see the desire to hear a response, an answer he already knows deep down. He decided to enter that tower and resolve the radiation at its source.
I knew it. He wasn't willing to tell me even till the very end. Didn't even have a chance to stop him.
A bitter smile appears on Murray's face, his eyes turning red. After all, it's Lee we are talking about. Murray is always aware that nothing can waver from his determined decision. He also understands that his brother is far from acting impulsively without carefully considering the chance of success.
Even so, it's still way too risky.
He must have learned the key to solving everything. That's why he decided to turn into danger alone. But no matter the outcome, I'll share all the risks with him. Gray and Raven always fight alongside each other.
Fight alongside each other. Is that so? My brother's a smart person. In most situations, he can keep his mind clear and find the optimal solution. However, there's also another possibility. If he realizes that sacrificing himself is the best solution, I figure that he'll still calmly embrace that decision.
Murray's voice is uncontrollably trembling, but with unparalleled sincerity that surpasses any he has shown in the past.
If things go down that path, please, stop him. This is a request from me.
As it is my responsibility.
Now, I have my own battle to fight.
Murray mumbles, his gaze shifting from the screen to the view of the earth outside the portal.
I'll leave my brother to you, Grey Raven Commandant.
Commando. Having said that, he ends the call. The final glance cast by Murray leaves you with this concerning feeling. You try to send a communication request to Lee again, but there is no response this time, just like what happened to Murray. Commandant. Commandant? Yes? Many other commandants have exhibited similar symptoms, and the elite squads have also been affected. Ask them to connect to me. This will pose an emotional burden on your brain. Once it exceeds its limits, no matter what happens to the commandant, you will. Aware. There's no viable option left for us. We must prioritize restoring a portion of our combat power. Otherwise, more of our teammates will perish in vain. But I'll be careful and only connect to some of them each time. I'll keep you informed. Okay, but once you're nearing your limit, please stop immediately. I'm counting on you tomorrow my physical state leave. Leave it to me! Continue to request reinforcements from other squads. Roger.
Complete. How's it going over there, Count? To the west side. Just received a call from Eva requesting reinforcements. Going to subdue the affected constructs there and bring them to Eva. One human connecting to this many constructs alone? We'll assist Commandant to share the burden. It'll take us time to gather our forces. We must not delay in taking action. Let's begin with tasks within our capabilities. Misha and Liv are still the only active members in Grey Raven. What about Lee? Haven't heard anything about him yet. Eva mentioned that he switched to another frame and headed to that tower. By himself? Why is he always pulling that stunt? At this moment, our only choice is to trust Commandant and Lee. We'll head out to support Grey Raven. You can come to meet us since your job is done. Got it.
Stay on your toes. I want to do this voice. I always do this. I like tired characters. Let me do this. I gotta do this. Stay on your toes. You'll find corrupted room and go over the shortcuts.
Don't you worry about me.
Aww. I want to do more lines of it. Oh. Meanwhile,
the CG.
Miss Ishmael, everything is settled here. Let's head to the next location. It's really good looking.
Okay, let me finish the final touch.
She responds gently, turning around to gaze at the still chaotic Babylonian. Sure, I'll go take a break. Pack things up. In the middle of the passage, glowing red light appears in real time. Earth rejected relayed through Gresthal. The staircase leading to the new height manifested. The light of the constructor merely serves as its spy project. Randy has finally reached this milestone.
It's earlier than expected.
Everything is progressing at an accelerated rate. The cold voice of Gestalt echoes beside Esmeralda's ears. According to my deduction, whether mankind can ascend to the stairs or not, all these two.
Is Nanami still around?
She mentions the name with a smile on her face. She cannot alter the course of destruction.
The present her cannot make a change, indeed.
It's a reference data. Please update the database.
That's not necessary. The one who received her gift has set off. The once established balance has been disrupted. Humanity now stands a chance against the punishing virus. However, the staircase has arrived early. Most are not ready yet. Next.
Ishmael gently rotates the Earth in the real-time projection, unaware of the observing eyes aside. Miss Ishmael? Oh boy.
Seems that the spiral tower has made its appearance.
Yes, mister. The one... I read that as one-winged angel at first. The one-winged girl bows to the man before her. That lady, the merciful one, is likely to take action. Will she extend her hand to humanity?
We need not intervene. I would be pleased to witness her assistance to humanity, learn about their last resort. The spiral tower has manifested earlier than anticipated. If humans exit the stage ahead of schedule, the rest of our journey may become even more dull. But regardless of their survival, the spiral tower will undoubtedly exert its influence on the Ascension network. Thus, we, as the ones intricately connected to it, will also experience the effects. This is a trial not only for humanity, but also for the Ascendants. The filtering process itself is constantly changing and evolving, and so are the criteria. To meet the requirements, we must implement our preparation in advance. Bring that recruit over. There are matters I need her to confirm.
Oh, you want to do this one or you want to do this one?
Finally, we meet again.
So, about that tower, what is it? Oh, no!
Have you not picked up anything during your time spent around that mister?
I'm just a defector. Why would he tell me about it?
You don't have to keep up that appearance around me, Miss Defector.
Fine. You happy now?
Much better. Welcome back, Miss Lamia. It's been a while.
Didn't you say that already last time?
Fate has brought much upon you and me last time, and so does this time.
I actually like your interactions, I don't know why. Let's not talk about this. You don't know anything about that tower.
That mister still doesn't see me as his ally, so no, not much. All I know is that he saw this day coming long ago and has made his preparation for it. I initially thought his whole diversion plan was about getting defectors to cover up what went down with the Red Tide. Based on what I'm seeing now, the Red Tide could also be a part of his next move, serving as a cover for something else.
Did he really plan out every step that has happened till now?
Who knows? Seems that everything is playing into his hands. He even managed to find someone who passed the filtering among all those useless defectors and become an ascendant. Talking about being lucky as hell, I'd say. However, the show isn't over yet. There might still be some surprises in store.
Then does he already know that I'm an imposter among them? No! 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 Why did my
Why
brain?
do we see him everywhere?
He's stupid among us.
Hard to say. Or maybe it doesn't even faze him. In the end, you, someone who's been MIA for ages, haven't managed to dig up any valuable intel worth his attention.
Wasn't it your idea for me to go undercover as a defector? How have things been on your end after we separated?
He filled me in on the details about Luna and left the decision making up to me. Then I passed the options along to Luna. She should have already left the moon by now. Well, as I was caught up with Luna, were you busy entertaining Lithos and his special guest the whole time?
Most of the time, I was just roping in some defectors for him, but later on, he even didn't have a clue what to do with that guest.
So, nothing achieved.
That's not necessarily true.
Oh? What have you dug up? Tell me about it on our way to meet Luna.
It's mostly, it's mostly about Lethos. Turned out a bunch of copies of his mind. That's the kind of technology that Agent has. If the current Lithos dies, he'll just use one of those mind copies to bring him back. Gusty wind scattered people's cries across the barren land amidst the high concentration poisoning virus that no one can survive. A fragile figure emerges, rising slowly. I still can't believe this is a guy.
The Lithos Popo emote is so good.
He averts his gaze from the tower and lets out a sigh, gently caressing the head of creatures by his side. You're still alive. The previous side must have died protecting you. Lithos nods at himself, as if he is no longer a stranger to self-encouragement. Then he walks up to another figure nearby. Lithos. From behind, a young girl calls out to him. He turns around and notices a young lady wearing a magician's hat standing beside her.
Hello, little Lithos. Do you remember me?
Miss Lith, I'm glad to see you well.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you. Previous you, I mean. It's a shame that I couldn't express my gratitude to him in person.
Wasn't Lilith cheese earlier? I don't know. I
This
heard
is the
so.
first chapter. So she's been teased before. This is the first chapter where Lilith gets a name.
Okay.
They've merely referred to as Vonnegut was recruiting somebody new. And that was in chapter 20.
Okay.
In that case, I suppose we can consider this as our first encounter. The pleasure is all mine. From now on, I'll be your ally as new Ascendant.
Wonder when she's gonna get a new Ascendant. Was it Mistress Decision? I don't really call any of that. I wonder when Lilith's gonna get her sprite thing.
Right?
Yeah, portrait sprite.
The previous you posed the same question. Worry not, for I made this choice of my own volition, willingly accepting consequences that may arise.
Is this really okay?
Certainly. Most thrilling joy is often intertwined with great risks. I begged Mr. Vonnegut for a long time to secure a VIP seat for the upcoming show. Not to mention, you all have your hands occupied, don't you?
With the future that Mr. predicted right in reach, he indeed requires a more resourceful helper. Then a warm welcome to you, Miss Lilith.
I appreciate it. Mr. Vonnegut has a task for me. We'll be going.
Alright. Lilith, I have a message for you from Mr. Do not squander more time here. You have unveiled the possibility beyond ascendant and transcendent. Your mission stands fulfilled. Linger no longer upon those test subjects. Linger no longer. He casts a fleeting glance at the nearby figure, who remains silent throughout. Should I get rid of him? Mister says Lithos can keep him if that's what he wants. We have other pressing matters at the moment. I see. I'll ask one more time before I seal them up. Cinderella gives a faint nod as he and leaves with Lilith. Beneath the crimson sky, only Lithos and that tattered figure remain. You've heard it. This would be the last time I ask. This tower has validated all of Mystery's predictions. No one's able to make a difference facing such calamity, be it humans or constructs. Just like what you've seen before, only those who have power can call the shots. It's been a long time since you were thrown off the train, and I'm the only one who's been taking care of you so far. It's time for you to make a decision, Mr. Monster. No one. Ooh,
I love that node. It raises so many questions.
it does. It's a lot of build-up that I liked.
So much build up. What in the world is Gestalt and Ishmael referring to? What's going on with Lilith? What does she have planned? What in the world happened to Noan? We've got so many questions brought up.
Oh, they changed the objectives, and it costs 0. This is when it's going to start costing 0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go. In the transport craft, Leo arrives still tremendous mobility and at full speed. The aurora blares incessantly, signaling imminent danger and 2 minutes he will encounter the hetero creatures that once obstructed the path to Earth. Ever since the Pulai forced catastrophe, hetero creatures required the ability to fly in a certain dominance in the virus-laden airspace. The OST is so good. Humans invested considerable effort in promoting air transport crafts and bolstering the workforce to just barely sustain weekly transportation between space and Earth. But now, Lee's the only one in this craft. Despite his expertise in transport crafts, the forthcoming battle will prove arduous. He may even lose his life before reaching the intended destination. Making direct contact with a flying helicopter in 876. Is it impossible to break through such an overwhelming number of enemies head on? Since first, and look for a suitable location to land. This is undoubtedly the correct decision considering the unpredictable nature of the enemy's potential attacks. It is unwise to utilize the aircraft speed advantage to buy more time. Just as Lee is about to pull the lever, excruciating pain engulfs his entire mind, ripping through the chest and the left side of his body. Above vision overtakes his sight, revealing the imminent collision of the aircraft with the hetero creature set to occur within mere seconds. Amidst the explosion of the engine, the remaining half of his body plummets along with the wreckage of the aircraft. The intense pain scratches his nerves as if the experience were really happening. In order to make such a focus down his pain receptors. Okay, so I forgot to say you can see a few seconds in the future. That's hence the time kind of thing. Time theming, I'm guessing. When I went to take his mind off the overwhelming pain, he glimpses at the explosive point in his vision. He saw an unknown creature at the rear of the craft, its abdomen emitting an ominous glow. What will happen if he attacks it? Lee wonders about the potential consequences, yet he cannot afford to test his thoughts in this critical situation. Speed it.
Charge in.
Oh, okay, it's you. What? Lee's body is fast as my process. With those, he lifts the security lock of the aircraft's cargo and discards everything within it. Upon contact with the cargo, numerous critter creatures violently explode. If his Lee were to decrease his speed in a cent, he would be seatbelt and standard for it. There's no time left to dwell on the ifs. As the craft gains its acceleration from the reduced weight, it begins to lurch forcefully and plummet to the ground. Hold it there! Lee clenches the lever with his strength to keep this craft's head up, fighting against the ruthless pull of gravity. The craft charges into an even denser swarm of metal creatures, deafening wing flapping noise comes from above, almost rendering the engine's roar inaudible. At least he bought himself some time to catch his breath. Almost no hero creature can catch up with the craft flying at high speed, whereas those in its way will be smashed into pieces. Was that a vision of the future or a memory of the past? Regardless of its nature, the pain undeniably saved his life. Cyborg is an alert. With this realization, Lee decides to keep his pain receptors active for now and focus on pushing forward. As the craft draws close to the signal mark of the Hedro Tower, indicating that the destination is within reach, a sudden surge of pain strikes Lee once again. This time, the vision reveals an abundance of minuscule Hedro creatures no larger than termites, formed by the slime residue that on the craft's outer armor from the crashed Hedro creatures. They are slightly gnawing their way into the craft, into the cockpit, and into its spawned body. No longer holding a shred of doubt regarding the vision, he takes immediate action and swiftly detonates the incinerator within the wings launcher, unleashing a torrent of fiery destruction. The wings are instantly torn into fragments. Within all the flammable substance from the bombs envelop the entire craft. The blast has undoubtedly reduced the Hedro creatures to ashes. However, it comes to an unfortunate consequence. The entire craft is transformed into a colossal, blazing metal coffin. As the craft is still wobbling due to the blast, a new vision befalls, bringing in with it and bring it within another wave of excruciating pain. This is the price the vision exacts, subjecting him to mental torment, pushing the mind to the edge of fracture, only to have a minion bite, relentless force of pain, time and time again. In a moment, really falls this thing where the commandant struggled to regain consciousness by using broken glass to inflict pain. What a reckless fool, he thought back then. But now I'm nothing different. As the criminal light of the Hedro creature looms over close to the craft on the verge of transforming into a blaze fire, rushes towards its destruction. He sees the parachute he prepared after seeing the vision. In one swift motion, he kicks open the cabinet door and propels himself into the open air. A deafening explosion erupts behind him. The next moment, its flames blossoming fiercely. Annoying, persistent phantom pain through his body. Lee opens the parachute and swiftly extracts his weapon. With the determined focus, he unleashes a barrage of gunfire upon the Hedro creature. The crypto monster swarms at him as if they discovered a delectable feast. He realizes that relying on his weapon is pointless as there no other power. Even the specialized parachute ineffective should have come from the unrelenting assaults. When Lee reaches the height of 100 meters above the ground, the parachute is completely ripped apart, leaving him defensive against the pull of gravity. Almost there! He very pulls the quiver of his weapon and unleashes full power upon the ground below. Lee forcefully discharged Chris' momentary record, ensuring a safe landing. He leaves his gaze before him, sending the entrance to the glowing spiral tower. The moment his feet.
Congratulations. You've entered the tower.
Nice. Tower time. Uh, the moment his feet touch the mysterious zone, an excruciating sense of familiar washes over him. Is this not the first time I've come here? Ruth fell.
Well, fail again. Must save.
With an unsettling presence, a fragmented voice whispers into his ears.
Don't. Commandant will die.
What?
Murray will also.
The words traversing a great distance, resounding with cries woven from layers of regrets upon regrets. They are echoing ominously, bearing dire warnings of an impending future. Tower time. I missed my pull-out loading screen. There's a few loading screens I have that I really like that I really like that the game does that.
I just have it set to randomize instead of choosing some.
Yeah, I choose some, but I really like it. Until I can't contact with the others. The outside world here. This space seems to have been altered. Gotta find a way before things get worse. Oh my god, no damage.
Yeah, his basic attacks and his orbs are not where the damage comes from. It's both of his signature moves, but primarily his first one.
This seems to lead to another area. Very not risk. Take the risk before resurrecting decision. I'll take the other side first. Where's my over here? Oh, hi. I'm just gonna do this. Probably a waste, but you know.
I wouldn't say it's a waste. You took out the enemy.
Yeah, sure. Oh, I just love his signatures.
It's honestly my favorite signature move in the entire game.
It feels so, fun.
My lost child. Born from chaos. Tracing.
Who's there?
Stop. Right now. Don't move any further.
Oh, what? Where'd they go? Oh.
They went right there.
Could not find them.
Annihilation.
Is this a forced connection? The stability of mind is rising. It can't be. Huh? Huh? What? What? Huh? A blinding flash of light engulfs his vision. Within the depths of his sight, the twisting spiral merging clashes repeat while the surroundings blur and shift at a rapid pace through the passage of time. As Uplet senses the unguarded dark, he can only recite himself of being devoured by the deluge of information awaiting his consumption. The feeling throws him back to a simulated battle, yet every part of his viewing is acutely aware of the powerful disorder that envelops him. Before him, an infinite array of fleeting time fragments unfold, each as a drop until holding into water. He realizes that even the briefest repetition of a negligible moment has the power to weave a tapestry of longevity and can endure for centuries. However, these fragments of information, regardless of their brevity, length, and complexity, cannot be pieced together into a coherent whole. If what he Samir holds true, then this is not the first step, but rather another trial after countless feathers. What awaits him at the end of this time? How many more pairs must he endure before he can finally uncover all the missing fragments? Or will he not even be able to survive a mere moment of mind overload? Loading screen. Within the violent torrent of emotion, he opens his eyes, anticipating his vision to crumble, yet finds himself embraced by gentle, comforting darkness that gently unfolds them. In the distance, a faint glimmer from a lighthouse catches his eyes. A mind beacon? The mind overlord is abruptly halted on the verge of causing a total breakdown. At that moment, he senses a warm grip from his hand as his visual models reload. Commandant? Yep, it's me. Until he breaks his free from the swirling torrent, he sees a person standing before him, whose arrival is unexpected yet not entirely surprising. Why are you here? The tower is far too dangerous for you. I know. But this is what we agreed. No matter what dangers ahead, we face it together. You. Not to mention, I also made a promise to Murray that I'll stop you from taking everything upon yourself. Those words tend to be softened his resolve to argue back, just as he's on the verge of starting to the comforting grip. Those fragments of information saw, upon entering the tower, strike him again.
Don't. Commandant will die.
With his determination, Lee forcibly pushes the person before him and severs the mind connection as if the warmth emanating from those fascinating suddenly sears through the skin. The moment that the connection shattered, once again Lee finds himself drowning in the overwhelming flood of information caused by the mind overload. A mere momentary lapse in concentration will bring a permanent breakdown upon his mind, reducing everything to ashes.
If he gives up now, there'll be no more.
A distant sighs in the marine torment beckoned him to halt, but the prickling pain from those fragments of information relentlessly propelled him forward, refusing to let him rest.
Commandant will die for. This is not the first failed attempt, or the first time to bid farewell.
What? The manic figure responds only with silence and walks towards the distant whirlpool. Wait! Desperate to halt her departure and seek answer, he reaches out his hand, but the sight of blood staining his palm clashes his attention. Unlike his blue rifle, that blood is bright red, suggesting its human origin. Commandant, I'm right here. Wait, hold on. It's the past? Why does this feel weird? What? Suddenly, he realizes that the blood on his hand has inexplicably vanished, as if what just happened is like more than a haunting nightmare. What's wrong? How am I here? What are you talking about? He noticed the unmistakable signs of youth experience on this commando's face, indicating recent graduation from FOS Perplex. He begins to observe his surroundings carefully. 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and this is Grey Raven's preparation room. That's right. And you're my commandant? The person before for him looked surprised upon hearing his words. Did I say something wrong? No, you said nothing wrong, but I'm surprised how you just addressed me now. Surprised? Yeah, maybe it's because Graham never just finished reconstructing. Must have been sort of frigid to me these days. I could feel reluctance to acknowledge me every graduate, so here you call my commandant all of a sudden. Start circling while talking. Seems that the only other way is still better. Come on. As the human tries to explain, Lee turns away, gazing his eyes at the reflection uh, in the glass. The playful frame. Raven just finished restructuring. Compared to the present period, could almost be deemed peaceful. But now he fully understands how he himself squanders that precious space. Stubbornly pushing ahead alone, he shields his heart from Murray and perceives every command has nothing more than a mission to sensing machine adorned with a pretty title. He never once considered the possibility that someone else could become his family, bearing an equal weight in his heart as Murray. Commander, what's wrong? Do you have any wish? He himself does not know why he asked that question. Perhaps he simply desires to take one more step to learn more than one thing, learn one more thing about the person before reaching a point of no return. Retaking Earth, having peaceful, having a few. Oh yeah, that's from the options when I was the other. What's the right word? The other was like about retirement. This one I was like, oh, retaking Earth, having a future of peace. I'm asking you to do a pep talk. Oh, never mind.
Yep, there you go.
Retiring as early as possible to getting my pension. Can you just give me one that is actually achievable? Then your smile? Man! What? I wish. I want to see you smile more, Lee. You'll scare off anyone with that intimidated look on your face. The memory comes to an abrupt end, and once again he is devoured by relentless torrents of information. He still remembers his comment on Commando's wish. Boring, because at that time he was smiling like a mundane gesture on whether being deemed a wish. He thought that person was hesitant to reveal a sincere wish, using her as a shield against vulnerability. He thought in the end no one would was really willing to expose their innermost feelings just like him. Not until much later did he realize that he had been projecting his own negativity onto others, distorting his perception of their intentions. Commando did not become distant because of this coming that person has been cleansing the bloodstains from his hands, erasing everything that Corona made him bear. But now his hands are tainted with blood again. Lee! A voice traverses from the distant past, present to the present, future. Wake up! Once again, darkness enshrouds the torrent of information, yet the distant glimmer from the lighthouse continues to guide him. However, awareness weighs heavily upon him, hindering his surveillance. Notice that? Do not surrender to the deception of information. Combat is here amidst the tumultuous state of his mind. He's not able to discern anything from before him, only hearing that distant voice. All I need to do is to sustain the mind connection and take one more step forward. In fear of least that he can connect this vision once he unravels the truth behind this tower.
Only one more step.
That string figure emerges again above the tempestuous ocean, surrounded by violent storms and torrents.
Even as you venture into the tower and immerse yourself in the ocean of information, your understanding of these peculiar languages remains fragmented, doesn't it?
Who the hell are you? Oh, in response, she quietly saunters towards the ocean, as the surroundings change in tandem with her movements. Prolong Metropolis?
The owner of this place once told me a story about 9 deaths for 1 chance. She spoke of a fabled river in the ancient legend of Kowloon. Its currents were composed of relentless rushing sand, and no soul had ever managed to cross. There was this one person who embraced death 9 times in his relentless pursuit. On his 10th attempt, he utilized the remains of his previous bodies to forge a path, finally crossing the impassable river. Sad tale, isn't it? If only someone had been by his side, he wouldn't have had to endure such suffering.
What are you trying to say?
This tower descended too early, and only you alone stand prepared. What awaits others is nothing but futile demise. To ascend to the summit, you must pave a path with the fallen bodies of your own. It's a price that must be paid countless times, with no assurance of securing even a single fragment each time. As an example, you're already walking toward failure in this attempt. You have indulged yourself in regrets and memories for too long, depleting the entirety of the time you have, incapable of retaining any further information. Each passing second now costs you a weightier toll. Just behold.
She points at Lee's embrace, where a deep crimson hue has taken hold. As Lee's mind collapses, he struggles to find discern the finger in his arms, only sensing that his frame is drenched in blood. I'm sorry. That person whispers by his ears in a feeble voice. A little time passes, yet everything seems to be gravitating towards the bleakest end. I couldn't keep my promise. Commandant! He attempts to speak, fail. Words caught in his throat. Desire the rise fills him, but his body refuses. All he can do is watch helplessly as the glimmer from the lighthouse fades to oblivion. Then, with a soft sigh, darkness once again engulfs him. Everything returns to too turbulent. Even that mysterious figure is just fading into nothingness. Her departing word taking the air, articulation tinged with despair.
You must reach the starting point to grasp a slim chance of change. However, given your present state, this may just mark the conclusion.
So he's still nowhere near the starting point, despite all the sacrifices made. With that mind being astonished, extinct, mission ranking is taking its toll. He continued to forge ahead.
Don't worry, you still have me. Let's keep pushing forward.
A new lighthouse emerges. As it denies possibility, a faint image of Murray catches his gaze.
Don't blame your commandant. It's the choice I made.
How long did that fleeting conversation last around the time? When did Murray enter the tower? In what state did the two... In what state did the two humans he values most make such a decision to maintain a mind connection with him, even at the cost of their lives? Just as the strange figure said, he's bearing a weightier toll. I'm not saying... Oh wait.
Not as talented as your commandant and may not hold it for too long. Are you capable of moving now?
He absolutely up and asked him to press on.
Take me to the end you're trying to reach. If you believe you can find the answer you're seeking there, I'm with you. You sacrificed so much to earn me a chance at life. I want to protect you at any cost. The life you selflessly safeguarded, I'm going to return it in kind.
Don't return it this way. He yearns to retort, yet he finds himself incapable of uttering a word. Merely moving forward already pushes him to his current state. What can he even achieve when reaching that starting point?
Starting. And try again. Even if failure is predetermined.
Amidst the fragmented voice echoing along the path, he tightly grasps Mary's hand, heading towards the spiral where information converges.
Thank you.
He smiles, feeling the firm grip on his hand.
Must be wondering something along the lines of, why are you saying thank you? Because you always treat me as a child.
As Mary supports Lee, the two stumble forward.
Everything is fine. Just some scratches. No big deal. You don't need to worry about me. All I need you to do is stay safe. Never tell me about your adversity.
Mary mutters quietly with a bitter smile, as if there would be no second chance.
I was born weak, get easily deceived, need someone to watch over me all the time. Guess it's only natural that you hesitate to rely on me and gradually distance yourself, even if you don't mean to. Don't be such a fool. It's what you want to say, right? But you know what? When I stare at your back as you walk away, it throws me back to the moment when our father left. When I was little, I once asked you if he had no choice but to leave us for a chance of surviving. Was it because of my illness? Because I was a burden to him? You denied it. You've borne all the burden on your own, never telling me a thing. Because I was a useless burden, I thought back then. If only I could become someone you could rely on and share the hardships with.
He emits a quiet cough and blood trickles from his nose, straining his immaculate suit.
You're finally willing to rely on me once.
At the end of this tower, off the star point of everything, two brothers stop.
Makes me so happy that I'm finally able to help you. Even if just once in my life.
He comes to pieces with a smile on his face and leaves a collapsing module. Possibilities the starting point brings are right in front of him, but he's also on the verge of collapsing to mind overload. He reaches out to touch the evanescent cycle of light, evanescent, thank you. Scenes that have flickered past him are now clearly presented to him.
You have once again paid this price to reach the starting point. How many more times does this person you treasure so much have to be sacrificed before your body can forge the way to the top of the tower? No matter. As long as you do not give up, I shall continue to watch over you as the gatekeeper. Go read her message, and let history replay itself.
Message. In the Crimson Virus, the missing message transformed into a readable text. To the person carrying Henry Richard, sure you're able to read this. You'll be able to find data on the language of the punishment and its high-dimensional power recorded here. As long as you speak its language, you're able to send its message into the past and may prevent this disaster from happening. I know you've experienced a lot of sad parting along the way, but don't give up. There's still a chance to save it all. It's my gift to everyone, the gift of the future. And you don't need to read any further. Time to go short the data. On the off chance that you're not in a rush, can relay a message to the Reno Gary and Lucia and everyone. That you're still alive. I miss you guys. There's once a girl who lived here, a girl who loved humanity, and to protect those whom she loved. She was a sacrifice in exchange for a chance to leave a message here. You can't let her down and waste the opportunity. The language of the punishing message. Was this the cause of the sense of deja vu and premonitions? Then this time, I'll have to. He redesignates all of his computer equipment, and just before reaching the limit, he shouts into the past.
So before you press... Oh. Okay, yeah, we got a cutscene. But now you finally get to see what was the message Nanami left. That was intercepted in Chapter 20.
Poor Lee. As Lee extends his hand towards the solidarity and solitary answer within the ocean vast pictures, his movement causes his consciousness to navigate through an unfathomable altitude paths in one mere moment.
The tower itself manifests the space-time continuum. You can think about it this way. Here, you may encounter possibilities that transcend the confines of your own world. Originally isolated, these possibilities are affected by the punishing virus, intertwining within the tower of the space-time continuum. Here, both the past and the future take tangible form, shaped and molded by your cognition. Simply put, your interference with the past in the tower carries a significant probability of impacting its very structure. You may also reach the rift between space and time, fall into a realm distinct from the present reality where you reside, and encounter phantoms that defy logical explanations and ought not to exist. Such matters are not for you to linger upon. Break free from the confines and search for the true path leading upward amidst the boundless array of possibilities.
As the answers drive through the deduction, the shrouding begin to fade in the form of ever-shifting blocks. The structure within the tower constantly repeats the cycle of collapse and astonishment. That once distant and fragmented voice becomes tangible and distant and distinct in this very moment.
Sometimes, the key lies hidden in minute details.
Hope has embarked on his journey towards the past countless time. The page must be turned for the next chapter. A bullet slices through the air, landing in the core of the last quarter with an unpaved precision. The heavy metal crumbles into resounding without breathing anything back to silence. This is Lee reporting in. I've cleaned up all the corrupted in Area C-20 and I'm ready to return. Copy that. The clearance operation is so weird seeing this frame again. The clearance operation in Area D is at 80% completion. Let's rendezvous lies at the English at the temporary headquarters once the test is finished. No corruption corrupted reaction detected at Area B. Last device has all been set up. I'm ready to the next location. Got it. On my way to the rendezvous point. Numerous corrupted sickness have all vanished. After the exclamation, he secures his guns back to his belt, frowning at the wound on his leg. I let my guard down. Not foreseeing punching a Russian proposition perilously close. He got infected inevitably while trying to destroy it. Despite the minor injury, his infection levels is already recorded within the safety threshold, thanks to the timely treatment. Ugh. Unusual social opinion meets from his device, coinciding with a momentary overload within his mind. Yet, just as swiftly as appeared, everything went on as if nothing occurred. Suddenly, his attention is kept captivated by some new data lying in his mind. What's this? It is a sequence of seemingly garbled codes arranged in a manner that invokes an indescribable sense of familiarity. A hunch begins to form within him as he is reminded that the cyber he and Murray once used for the clandestine communication. Could it be? There. These are coordinates? He and Murray the only ones to know the cipher, but there's not like it's sent by Murray. Instead, it appears in his mind out of the blue without any known source. Confusion envelops Lee's heart. An inexplicable pull compels him to investigate coordinates as he forgot about an unseen hand. On a map, this location is less than communicable radius. The message showed up to us with an uncanny timing, almost as though the sender had prior knowledge of Lee's presence in the area during this precise moment. Anyways, I shall go check it out first. Looks like I'm going to take a detour. See? Pull out.
There she is.
Hopefully, this is the end of this because, oh my god, my headset has said, earbuds have said battery low 3 times. The shortcut's blocked. I need to update the map when I'm back. I should go out first. I knew they'd be corrupted. Let's do this fast. Yes, please. Because now I have to adjust a lot of stuff when my earbud disconnects. Great, Gavin. Where am I now? Recalculating the coordinates. Coordinates confirmed. Found it. High level course direction ahead. This is for sure. Okay. Please. This code. You're one.
You're one of the Grey Raven? This is a joint combat squad. We need help.
Why are you here? This is a joint combat mission area.
My teammate was lost after his positioning system was interfered with by corrupted attacks. I'm here to look out for him. The combat module was affected by the probe. I need more time to reboot. Ugh.
He's surrounded by corrupted. Let me drive the vehicle.
Thanks.
That's kind of funny. I'll take care of the corrupted. You go save him.
Got it.
That is the most satisfying amount of kills I've ever gotten with this character.
Corrupted are heading this way.
Please, when you leave this place, I'll cover you.
Combat module reboot complete. I'll help you.
Let's go ahead. Brace yourselves. Maintain.
Yeah, enjoy Red Orb.
Yeah, enjoy Red Orb.
Corrupted signals disappeared. Your assistance is greatly appreciated. Speaking of which, are you also heading to the temporary headquarters?
It's okay. Show me the coordinates. I need to leave first. Okay. It's rather you safe here. Let's stop here for a bit and meet for a bit of maintenance. We had wanted to find an excuse to leave, but between out in front of us, carrying his teammates, he changed his mind.
I'm fine. He's the one who needs attention. Stop here since we can't detect the corrupted signal anymore.
Lee immediately starts inspecting the comatose constructor as he sit down in a safe corner. His injuries aren't serious, and the effects on levels decreasing. He should be fine, but just be faced. We'll just that once his mind becomes more stable.
It's fine. Oh, thank God.
The construct lets out a sigh of relief and turns to thank Lee once more.
Thank you so much.
Don't mention it. The construct relaxes after knowing his friend is safe. His tongue loosens as well.
Never in my wildest dreams did I expect a Grey Raven member to come to our rescue. I thought you guys only went to the most dangerous battlefields.
Why would you have that impression?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean anything by that. I thought that elite teams like you guys would see more important missions. As for newbies like us, the Command Center only sends us out to set up devices and patrol bases.
Those are relatively safer missions. Nothing bad about that.
It's different, though. I didn't become a construct to stay safe.
You got modified willingly?
That's right. I might not look like it, but I come from a family of soldiers. I've always had a weak constitution, though. Need an exoskeleton even for walking. My family, they all died bravely in battle with the corrupted. I couldn't carry on their legacy. I couldn't even avenge them. So when I found out that my body has a strong affinity to Tantalum-193, I was really glad. I wished to fight alongside the Commandant on the front lines, become a captain that members look up to, someone who can protect, not someone who I am now. Someone who couldn't even save his own partner. Sorry for the rant. Please, don't mind me. My mouth just runs when I relax. It's an old habit of mine.
It's alright. Nothing to apologize for. No one starts out experienced. He stands to survey his surroundings. His brows forward. Is the design of coordinates, but he cannot find anything that catches his attention. Has he missed out on some important missions, or is the message meaningless after all?
Oh? Is that?
Then he catches the construct's eye. He makes his way towards the other side of the street. He then picks up a broken device from a heap of ruined machines.
I never thought we'd find this here. Looks useful. Wonder which squad left it here.
Is that an electromagnetic observation device?
Yep. Looks like a model used by the engineering force. I've seen them use it on missions, but the task force usually doesn't use these. If the navigation system malfunctions, this can serve as a backup navigator. My team member was bad with directions in the first place. If we found this earlier, maybe we wouldn't have been in danger. After all, it's not affected by the punching virus. As long as you can calibrate the imaging, it's a good way to find your bearings when the navigation system is down. It's just a shame that these aren't really designed to be portable. If it was smaller, we'd be able to take it with us as a backup for emergencies.
For emergencies, huh? I'll try to modify this when I have time.
So, I have a question for you, Clipper.
Yeah?
Did you think Chapter 21 was only going to take place in Chapter 21? Click on the top right.
Huh.
You're not just in Chapter 21.
Well, we're gonna have to do this next stream because my headsets are actually about to die.
Yeah, and hopefully next stream we finish up everything. But yeah, things are picking up.
Uh,
I have, after the call, I have some stuff to send to you.
all right. I'm gonna end the stream, guys. I have to end it because everybody's gonna die, and I don't want that stuff